Good day everyone, welcome back once again. We're on the Commodore 64 this time round. My name is Nick and this game is called Mercs, published by US Gold in 1991. It's a game for 1 to 2 players. I'm the only player here, so you just have to be me. It's a top-down run and gun, which was the sequel to Commando, which came out in 85. This one is based on the arcade from Capcom in 1990, and the arcade version did have 3 players. This one's only got 2. Ordered review the game on the Commodore Amiga and the ZX Spectrum. Can't quite remember how they played. I don't think I was bowled over. But anyway, here we go. Now we've got a vitality gauge in the bottom left. That's in light green. Game over on the right. That's player 2 who aren't there. So shoot everyone. Try and maintain your powers. If you hold down the fire button, you could fire a nice hand grenade. The music is interesting, although it seems a little bit detached from the gameplay. I would have preferred just sound effects. A game also come out on the Mega Drive, which you haven't looked at yet, so that might be worth a go as well. Now, I think I need to shoot this building out the way. If you had this game back in the day, then let me know. Not quite sure how far I'm going to get. The game's a dodgy gameplay and nonsense chat, the reviews, so don't expect a walkthrough or anything like that. We're stress busting, baby. We're stress busting and big nose as we shoot all these guys in their green trousers. At the moment, it's okay. I can see it would have been quite popular, maybe a lot of fun in 2 players, but it's not as good for me as Commando, but I did play that quite a lot, in particular the ZX Spectrum version. Now, okay, so this is an end of level burst. Might need a few bombs here. You can see in the middle we've got credits, so if we run out of strength, we can restart the game from where we left off. Credits 2 it says there. Right, come on Nick, might do a bit of bombing here. Good. It's Mercs. This is being played due to a recommendation. It's okay, but yeah, I never got into it, as I say, as much as Commando. It's probably level with Akari Warriors and Rambo, I suppose. That's that blown up. This is my first go. That's how you would have found the game. Your first or second go would have been enough if you want to go and play it again. The music is, although it's nice, it's like annoying me a bit because a little bit of a disconnect, but that might be just me. If you completed the game, then let me know. I will edit down the load times because they are particularly long, so if you're playing it on the system, then don't be surprised if it takes a while to load, but it gives you a bit of a rest, I suppose. Here we go, level 2. I seem to be stuck, and the bottom of the screen seems to have teared up a bit. I think it might be glitching. Yeah, this isn't correct at all. Something's gone wrong here. I might have to reload it. I don't know if this has happened in the game in general, or it's just my particular version. The game is by US Gold. I've just reloaded it there. If this happened in your version, then let me know as well, whether it was a bit glitchy in general. So we'll start again. We should be able to zip through stage 1 at least. In terms of the newbie, it's got a good learning curve. You don't die straight away when shot. You have to do that energy bar, which is a nice touch. Gives you a chance of surviving for at least a little bit. So you don't have to be completely that accurate, I would say. Kaboom! No debris. The building is absolutely destroyed. Put your favourite run and gun below. You've heard mine. It's Commando, and always will be Commando on the ZX Spectrum. I didn't mind it on the Commodore Amiga, although I think the Spectrum version was a bit easier. Maybe that's why I liked it. The gun didn't seem to fire quite as long on the Commodore Amiga. There's Dogs of War as well. Check out that review there. One wish to know the game does cut up a bit. Now, I'm hoping this version of the game that I've got doesn't keep glitching, or else it might be a little bit annoying. We start off with this normal gun, but you can get power-ups, which include a better gun, like a bazooka, I think, and a flamethrower. Imagine that there's 2 of you fighting here. The guy looks a little bit like Duke Nukem, but I'm sure that's just some crazy coincidence. So, Commando, 1985, Mercs, 1990. So 5 years difference between the 2. I think more people would have been familiar with Commando. What a game that was! An excellent super game, which I completed on the Spectrum, and then it looped right back down to the beginning again. I didn't like that. According to the tape cover inside and the rooms in the playground, it's supposed to continue on a space theme, and that never did happen. Right, okay, fingers crossed. Will it crash again? Will it glitch? Will I need to reload the thing, or will it legitimately get level 2? Hooray, this looks a lot better straight away. I think, right, there's strength there or a power-up, so keep going. The enemies seem exactly the same here. I think the levels are quite short. It's all about seeing the end of level bosses each time, and short levels mean more addictivity. I'm not blown away with the frame rate on this, although it is a little bit acceptable. I'm not sure what the scores were back in the day. I think we can get in that car. I'm presuming Commando got better ratings, but I don't know. You let me know what you think about it. You never have to agree. This goes for any YouTube video you're watching on commentation. You don't have to agree with what the commentator's saying, because a lot of it, this car's driving around stupidly, because a lot of it is to do with nostalgia. If you own the game back in the day, and memories, and takes you back to that kind of era. Vroom vroom in our light sort of like grey type purple car. There's a red arrow there. Does that mean where we need to go? I'm out of hand grenades now, you might have noticed, but we scored 5,500 points. I think we're out of hand grenades anyway. Whoops, the car's disappeared. I hate that in war, when you're driving a jeep or a tank and suddenly it just disappears. What? I'm sure there's some equation to work that out. Can I blow up these things? I don't know. Right, okay. So the game is okay without being super sensational. It's a bit where someone says it scores 99% in every magazine, but there you go. It's alright for a knock around. I would have come back to it every now and again, but you know, Commando again. Commando. Right, credit 0. So this is my last life here, and then it's well, game over really. It's scrolling sort of okay. Could be a little bit smoother there, but you know, these are all small things. This game was quite late in the 8-bit era, 1991. Oh, got run over by a tank there. That isn't a very good start. Yes. Right, maybe oh god, there's missiles firing at me everywhere, and I've died. Oh, game over and no credits at all. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, well at least I got to the end of stage 2. Presumably that's where it particularly ends. So let's have one last go on the thing there with what we've learned before. So we've had one crash so far. That doesn't look particularly good. That looks like another crash. Glitch number 2. I'm leading to think now there's going to be glitch number 3 somewhere, but maybe there won't. Winners don't use drugs. That's pretty much true. People that are ill sometimes use them, so we'll let those people off because it helps them get better. There should be a caveat at the bottom there. The font of Mercs looks very similar to the font of Commando. So off we go again. We know this bit, don't we? This is an easy bit. I think that's extra health there, or a weapon or something. We zip through here. We blow up a couple of houses. Then we shoot an aircraft out the sky. That's quite easy to do, of course, in real life. Imagine that in VR. And then we go on either to a glitch fest. We don't get any further, or we get on to some armoured tank via missiles at a lone one person, like a crazy nincompoopoid. If you're a crazy nincompoopoid, a phrase I've just made up this very second, then comment below. Good. If you like your Commodore 64 stuff, you know where all the Commodore 64 reviews are, don't you? Well, if you don't, you must be quite new to the channel, so please consider subscribing. If you don't, click on my username, takes you to the channel page. Click on the playlist tab across the top, unless YouTube has changed it. And Commodore 64 will be there, along with a load of other systems. So, you know, fill your boots up, watch them all. It'll probably take you about half a year. I don't know how many minutes there are in total. Lots. Right, kaboom, using all my hand grenades on this fellow. He's doing a good bit of hovering, this aircraft. But, you know, if you can't take out one person on the ground, you deserve to be chucked out the Air Force, or have your plane painted a dull brown, which is what seems to have happened here. Kaboom! 2 credits left. Now, place your bets. Will there be a systems crash, or will we load level 2 as normal? I'm warming to this game, really, but just from a nostalgia point of view, a comic point of view, it's okay, isn't it, really? It's okay. Every time it loads, you see a brief bit of the original loading screen there, purple underneath. Right, kaboom. Yep, it's loaded. Okay, right, now let's get to the end of stage 2 at least. We've got maximum credits left. Let's get to that tank and give it what for. The easiest tank to destroy in battle is a fish tank, so don't go to battle in a fish tank. Water everywhere. Good for putting out fires, of course, but it's very heavy to carry around and duck behind stuff. So let's get in this car of doom, which can slide all around the place. It can move diagonally. It's got weird wheels. It's like a shopping trolley of doom that I once had the misfortune to try and control. You don't know where it's going to go. It's going to go into customers. It's going to knock over a display of toilet rolls. But that's what happens in war. You're driving along, shooting at people, and you knock down a display of toilet rolls or beans. Right. There's that bloke run over. I don't know if it's advantageous to run people over in this, or whether we're losing energy each time. Fernandez must die. No, that isn't just a quote by me. That was a game as well, a top-down run and gun. I'm not sure if it came out on the Commodore 64. I'll have to check that one out. We certainly played it on the Amiga and the ZX Spectrum. Right, okay. Well, the tank must be coming out quite soon. My green energy bar, or vitality gauge, as it says in the instructions, is very, very low. It's lower than a dwarf limbo dancer. Right. Oh, and it's frozen again. Oh man, I can't be bothered to reload again. We've seen pretty much how that works. It's a very, very glitchy, my version at least, game. Let me know if your version glitched as much as this. It's alright, but I'm not overly impressed. I thought it was going to be a lot better than this. So, hope you'd like to have a look at this game. It was Mercs on the Commodore 64, a run and gun published by US Gold in 1991, converted from the arcade coin app from Capcom from 1990. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, or indeed Commodore 64, then by all means put that in the comment section below. You're more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.